Hey everybody, Tom Marks here with PC Gamer, and I'm going to talk about Robot Roller Disco Derby Dodgeball, which is kind of a weird name, but it's actually a really good arena shooter that has come out on Steam just last month. So last Friday on the PC Gamer Show, we did a whole episode about arena shooters and, whether we think that the genre has died, whether it's making a return recently, what it needs to do that. You can click the preview right there to go watch that video and our full conversation on arena shooters, but in this video, I wanted to cover one that I've really been enjoying lately that we didn't get a chance to talk about on the show, and Robot Roller Disco Derby Dodgeball, which, despite the name and the dodgeball theme, is actually a pretty great arena shooter. So this game is easy to look past as an arena shooter because it takes itself less seriously, it calls itself a dodgeball game, so it's not exactly what you'd expect, but it is basically an insta-gib, or insta-gib, whichever you want to say, arena shooter. You only have one hit, and you have to pick up, and this is a unique thing about the game that I really like compared to other arena shooters, is you actually have to pick up your ammo, because it's dodgeballs, and then you have to charge your shots, so they don't just instantly go across the course. There are power-ups that you can pick up around the map, and one of those is the laser power-up, so you actually can get a straight, direct shot. But naturally, you have to charge your shots and be very particular about how far it's going to go, or else just be very close up. A reason I like it compared to a lot of other arena shooters is because it kind of takes away a little bit of that twitch, like, oh, either I shoot you or I am dead aspect of the game. Because you can both catch a ball to destroy the opponent that threw it at you, and you can block the ball with the one you're holding. So it's not just like, I see a person, I fire. It's a lot of like, if I don't have a ball and you do and you're like running at me, I'm like facing towards you. You're not firing, because if I catch it, you get taken out. It's much more strategic in when you fire, where you fire, what kind of power you're firing with. All of that is different than most arena shooters that you'll see. And I like it. It's a refreshing change of pace. I'm not saying that that's like ultimately the best way to, and should be the way all arena shooters are. Definitely not. But it's a very cool kind of different style of a classic game mode. There are a couple different game modes in it as well. So you can play this mode where there's team deathmatch, of course, where you have one life and you kind of go through rounds. And then there's free-for-all deathmatch, where you're just trying to get as many kills as you can or get to a kill limit, and that person will win the game. And then there's also hoop mode, where you're playing basically basketball, and you're trying to get to the opponent's hoop and then shoot it across through there. And people are attacking you at the same time, and there's one ball that counts as the goal ball. The art style and the level design really lend itself to this really kind of great, frantic shooting game. And it doesn't, of course, seem immediately like it would be a shooting game, but it is, and it's a lot of fun, and it will appeal to those fans, and it will probably appeal to some other people who are not quite in the arena shooter camp already. You can go watch last week's episode of the PC Gamer Show for more of our thoughts on arena shooters and whether that genre is making a comeback, but I encourage you to go check out Robot Roller Disco Derby Dodgeball, even though the name is kind of a tongue twister. It's a fun game, and it's on Steam right now. It's not early access. It's already out, and I've been enjoying it, so go check it out. Thanks very much, guys.